Yo, yo. Yeah, yeah. You turn this up. Yeah, yeah. We live. Yo, yo, we live. What's up, Vegas? It's your boy, Eric Stackz, from my rap mentor. And for those who don't know me, I'm a rapper and a rap coach. I specialize in teaching rappers how to rap, how to brand, so on and so on. But today I got a special guest, Camino, and we're going to be talking about the pros and cons as far as like signing with a label, going independent or starting your own label. But before we do that, follow me on Instagram at ERIC_STACKZ. You can also look at this show on Facebook, which is Hot 702.5 FM. Let's get it. Hey, before we get into the conversation, man, tell them where to follow you.
You can get me at
On
on Instagram at EyeAmCamino. You can find me on Facebook at EyeAmCamino. You can find me on YouTube at EyeAmCamino.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, I don't know if you've seen the show, but if you haven't, or for those who haven't seen the show, this show is pretty much it's based off of teaching, the up and coming artists that just how to come up in the game. So whether we bring in independent, you would have lied too. I heard myself twice. No, but the show is pretty much about teaching up and coming artists. You know what I mean? So I bring on influencers, whether it's hold on this. Yeah, yeah. 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 So I bring on influencers, whether it's like influencers, rappers, social media people to teach people, to teach the independent artists how to come up in the game or whatever. So by that being said, tell me where you came from.
Originally from Gary, Indiana. Lived in the Minneapolis,
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota area for about 8 years. Now I'm out here in Las Vegas. Been out here for 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah.
What brought you this way?
Music.
Music?
Music, a different start, just a different scenery from where I was coming from. And pretty much I had a whole studio out
Uh-huh.
there doing music, and so we wanted to just transition. If we can do it there, we feel like we can just do it
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
And so I've been out here since I say 2004, and things is going pretty good for me.
Uh-huh. So how you like it? I'm assuming you like it, right?
It's going good for me right now. Pretty much, we got the whole new studio
Uh-huh.
that just opened up called We Shine Studios,
Oh, okay.
located behind Cheetah Strip Club.
Mhm.
And so what we got going over there is like art.
Art?
We specialize in hip hop art.
Okay.
So hip hop art, and we got the A and B studio rooms
Mhm.
for like local artists that want to come out, even touring artists.
Mhm.
So things like that we got going on over at the studio.
So what got you into opening the studio? Are you an artist yourself or?
Yeah, I'm an artist myself.
Uh-huh.
Started out as an artist and learned engineering
Uh-huh.
as an artist. And so with that being said, is I just wanted to come here
Uh-huh.
to Las Vegas and do the same thing, but give more help to the youth that want to do music.
Mhm.
So what I did was I got here, we came and opened up a studio by the Boulevard Mall
Mhm.
and let the whole community of the Vista Block come
Oh, yeah.
and record the whole neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
It was for free. I can't remember one time we ever charged for one session.
Damn.
We released like 3 albums.
Uh-huh.
Let them give them an opportunity to leave Las Vegas, go to
Uh-huh.
California, sell CDs, meet different people on
Mhm.
on the come up. And so it was things I wanted to give the youth that I didn't have a chance to
Mhm.
get. It was real greedy for us growing up, and so for the youth, we gave them opportunity to get out there and get it for free,
Mhm.
versus to have to go sell, get, take.
Yeah, yeah. So what inspired you to because I remember we was talking last time, you said you was into like, the youth program and doing stuff like that. So what inspired you to come up with this concept?
Pretty much, I had a partner of mine named Jovan,
Uh-huh.
and so we was just sitting and thinking, and he's already working with like mental health,
Mhm.
running those programs and stuff like that. And so we decided to come up with a nonprofit called Better Minds, Better Communities,
Mhm.
which specialize in arts and city politics.
Mhm.
Now, with the city politics, is pretty much is that we are going around getting everybody with felonies on
Mhm.
their record and signing them up to vote. Now, the vote is not for presidentials; it's for the city.
The city?
The city.
Mhm.
So that's the goal. So with the program we got, we have started a program, and we are registering voters
Mhm.
to vote all the felons.
That's good. That's good, man. How long you been doing like as far as this avenue?
What the nonprofit?
The nonprofit.
Just the nonprofit is new. But
Uh-huh.
before this nonprofit, I was doing something called Smile, which is
Uh-huh.
so many innocent lives ending, which was dedicated to domestic abuse,
Mhm.
and that was for male and female. So I was doing that back in like 2007,
Mhm.
all the way up to about maybe 2013.
Man.
So we just transitioned that what I was doing to partner with my homie to now we doing Better Minds, Better Communities. With the whole thing dedicated to getting all the homies with felonies out there to vote.
Good, man. Good. We need that. Like, did you always see yourself doing something like this? Or, okay, I'm assuming you originally started off with music, did you? Or
the streets was what started it. Was pretty much street life, being around music, listening to in the streets, to realizing that shit we can do it too.
Yeah.
So that's what it pretty much was, and so music got me into it at an early age with the streets and sports too. But
sports,
the streets took me away from the sports. So that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. So you basically said like growing up in the streets and doing music. So when did you come to the idea like, you know what, I can kind of merge the two, like the two concepts in a sense?
Back in 5th grade, I did a tape. I did a tape in 5th grade. I had a good friend of mine named Tawan, who was doing it at a rapid rate, same age as me, but sounded like he was about 10 years older than me.
So like a vet already?
Yeah, I was on like the Dr. Seuss raps, and he was what he was on was something just really special at the time. And so I seen him doing it, and I just studied him and grew my bars to what it was. So by the time junior high came, we was making little tapes and stuff like that, and I transitioned and left Indiana to go to Minneapolis, and it just came to life there.
Yeah. Did you when you decided to move out here? So did you did it because what, you ran your course up in Indiana, or you just felt you wanted to try something new? Like
I was in a group called EyeAmCamino, and we had some managers, and so one of the managers had a lot of opportunities out here on the West Coast, and so they decided that we was gonna pack up the whole studio, hit the West Coast, start dealing with like Interscope Records. That was going up and down. We had the talks with the J Records at the time. It was Rap-A-Lot Records at the time. And at the time, we declined all of it.
Oh, y'all did?
All of it. Like, it wasn't like me per se saying decline it, but I had a manager who was like one of those stubborn guys. If I can't get what I want for you guys, I'm not getting rid of you guys. And so, at first, growing up in that stage, like, I was kind of like a little pissed about that. But now, as I'm older, I'm kind of thankful. Went the way it went. And so with that knowledge of going through those things, I'm just applying it now to help other people. And so just music and management brought me out here.
Music management, that's good. So speaking of like, okay, obviously you was dealing with like the majors and stuff too. So one of the main concept of the show was going to be about you gotta talk to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, but so since you brung up like you was dealing with like contracts with majors and so on, like the main concept of the show today is going to be about like the benefits of the pros and cons to signing with other label, starting your own label, or being independent. So by that being said, what do you think are, what do you want to start? Do you want to start independent, independent, or
we can start with
the majors,
with just the artist waking up and saying, I want to be on the radio, I want to be on the TV. That artist, we'll start with that artist that wants to go and sign to a label. So pretty much we'll start with the whole thing of, I would ask the artist, what can you do different from any other artist doing what you're doing? What makes you so different from the next artist? And they'll come up with something. Then it's gonna go off into the look, the look and the brand. I want to know the look of the artist. I want to know if they're brandable of the artist, and the talent has to always be there.
Yeah.
That's the plus. That's the plus for me. And so with most artists, they think just by making a demo, it's gonna automatically fall in their hands, which is not. You have to start by branding yourself, knowing your craft, branding your craft, and as an artist, you pretty much want to pick you a name. What is your name as an artist? As an artist, like everybody, use your name or some creative name. So what's the name that you're going to use as an artist to stand out? Is it SEOable? Which is
yeah.
You know, because you may be Lil Kenny to everybody, but we type in Lil Kenny on Google,
it's, get washed up.
It's so many Lil Kennys. I might get South Park or something like that. So
there's so many Lil Kennys. Yeah, I feel you.
So you got to make sure that you're able to understand SEO, which is search engine optimization. to get you somewhere in the internet realm, because it's way different than what it used to be.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot different.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. You have to. You want to get on your SoundClouds. You want to get on your YouTubes. You want to get on your Instagrams. You want to promote yourself. But again, who are you? What's gonna make you? What's gonna make me want to listen to you? Yeah. That's how I look at it like that. And so, with that being said, is that most artists go in and thinking it's just about music, not knowing that it's technical behind it.
Yeah, it is a lot of it's really, I mean, to be honest with you, today music probably the least sad to say, it's probably the last thing that matters.
That's the last focus for me now as I'm older now. Like doing the song is like the last thing I think about. It's always about the business. How can I get that song out? And see, most artists, they just think by just doing the little internet things is going to really get them there. Not knowing that local talent shows, things of that nature really helps. Going out to your local venues with open mic nights, that really helps an artist building his craft, keeping them in tune, and building him a fan base. And so as a new artist, you want to build you a fan base with something creative, look, name, and just be searchable.
But not Lil Kenny.
Not Lil Kenny. Lil Kenny ain't
sorry, all the Kens out there, no Lil Kennys.
Nah, maybe Medium Kenny or something like that.
Medium Kenny, bite-sized Kenny, large Kenny or something. So, okay, as far as like staying independent of going, what do you think is the pros of going or staying independent or going the independent route? What do you think the pros of that is?
Keeping all your money. Keeping all your money. Having your publishing is the most important. Being in control of where your content goes, knowing where your money is going or coming is the most important. So that's about being independent. Is the most important is that you get to see all the things that come along with your project. And so you have total control of it. You can't blame nobody else.
Yeah. You got total control,
But just by having access to all of the things that you're involved in is just a huge plus. Now, pretty much I look at it the opposite way of doing these things is that if you're not on top of your business, you're going to get sucked in. So I'm going to look at it as like, now being an independent artist is that you have to foot the bill. You have to pay that money for everything. So you would say is that would you look at that as a pro or a con? It's like a way side. Okay, so the pros is is control. You keep a larger portion of the money. So basically the cons is like you're spending all your money. You got to gamble on yourself, bet on yourself, and that's what life is. Like you have to put something out to get something back, and that's with anything in life, not just music, but anything you do, you have to put something out to get something. What do you recommend? Like, I know a lot of artists, and some of them seem very lazy, kind of. So what do you recommend the ones, I wouldn't say they lazy, but a lot of them seem not too interested in the business side. What do you recommend, like someone that's like, they want to go independent, they want to go the independent route, but they don't have like an entrepreneur like spirit? What do you like kind of recommend them? I say start by looking at the people that's around you. That's the first key is like who's around you. Start building you a team. Start finding you some investors. So I just say build you a team to give you that boost. You know, it's not hard. Like a person with no money is not. You can go find an investor. Yeah, that's what investors is for. Then go take advantage of your GoFundMe's and the rest of those things. So, but just get a good team, people that believe in you. Try to generate you a budget. Now that's the hardest part, getting people to believe in you. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Getting people to believe in you. So I say start with investors and people around you. Like the immediate people around you is the first ones I will go to. Okay. So yeah, that's hard, like getting people to believe in you, especially when the money not coming in. Yeah, you need rides to the studio. You need money for studio hours. Yeah. You're going to need that outfit for the show. So it's a lot of things you're going to need, but sometimes having the good people around and people that believe in you can get you there. Especially all the social media stuff, it would be nice to have people believe you to take some of like the small tasks off your hands. Yeah, at least the small stuff. That's true, because you can't do it all by yourself, so you're going to pretty much need a team. Even if you have a label, you still going to need your personal team. Yeah. You still got to work hard, too, if you got a label. Do you, what route do you prefer for yourself? Do you prefer to stay independent, or do you want to sign with a label one day? I say I'm going to go with the route of maybe partnering. That's what I was thinking of, too. I want to partner. Pretty much I do everything myself as the label, as far as recording the artist, preparing the artist, getting the videos, getting the albums together, and pretty much presenting that to a label to partner up for distribution and using their money for advertisement.
We on the same page. That's exactly what I want to do.
And so, but if I'm a big label, I'm not going to give a label a deal for having one album, one artist. You know, you have to come bring them something.
Yeah.
What do you have to offer them?
So why do you what made you choose that route as far as like partnering? Money.
It kind of saves the money in different avenues, because as an independent artist, you're only gonna get so many.
Yeah.
And then big labels have got it to where they can cut off the small doors for you.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. See, like the label can put you on the front page of your Apple Music.
Yeah.
And as an indie artist, you can't go get that. You can't go get that. And so with having the labels, you're able to take advantage of those little small things. Certain magazines, certain ads.
Oh, I see what you mean.
They boosting you up.
They got further reach and connection.
Yeah, they do. Okay. They'll put you in the top 100 and your song just came out. So them things that they do is trickery. So if I'm in the top 10 on Monday, you're going to want to go look at me on Tuesday.
Yeah. So did you always, because I know you said back then you thought about going with the major. So did you always think like this, or did this type of mind state develop?
Being young.
So what made you develop this?
I really wanted the label growing up.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
I think that was like everybody's dream is like, I'm going to go sign.
It felt like it was almost no chance.
And so just
without a label,
like write-ups and like the Source magazines back in the day was just like, that was just really huge for me too. But yeah, that's the tricky one there. But that's pretty much what it is for me. Where I stand at with that one.
Yeah, so I was thinking about partnering too, because me personally, I like to have control at least over majority, but like you said, they do have certain connections and reach that you as an indie won't be able to reach. So by that being said too, I guess that's the pros. So what's the pros of signing with a label? I guess we're kind of on that path right now.
Yes, pretty much.
Definitely the reach.
The same thing. It's that bigger picture for you.
Yeah.
You can be in like the 4x6, but being a 8x11 is great.
So they definitely got reach. They probably had connections that obviously you probably couldn't get to, or it'd be a lot harder to get to.
Yeah, they so many things they send you on, even a lot of promos. So they have promo outlets and stuff like that. So some artists go pay that $2,500 to go down to South by Southwest. That label gonna get you there.
Yeah.
So that's the difference too. It's like I said, that's that money. Their money's a little bigger, and just their connections though. To have the connections, they can make one call that you have to make 50 for.
So what's the downsides? Because it's obviously downsides.
When they want to take possession of those masters.
Yeah. My only, like, I'm assuming, like, obviously all labels are different, but I kind of like the route like you were saying you was going, like, as far as partnership. So you'll still have some control, because I feel like if you just sign to a label and don't build any like value for yourself in a sense, I feel like the more they're gonna want to control you, because they don't really. It's like you're more like an employee.
But I've learned too, like throughout the years, that being in a contract, whether it's good or bad, can be good.
Why you say that for?
Can be good because when you sign, let's say you sign a contract and the money's not looking good, but you're on tour, you're on TV, you're on the radio, and you're doing this for about 5 years straight under this label, but money's not looking good. Now it's time for you to either leave the label or they cut you loose. They have built up your whole portfolio for you. With that being said, you can tour for the rest of your life.
I never thought about it like
that. And so I think the name of the game is called surviving the contract. So you get in the contract, just survive it. Because once you get out of it, your portfolio is at a max. That's why you got people like the old artists. We just talk about like some R&B artists. You have like the Jodeci's, the Casey and JoJo's, the Jagged Edges. Them artists will tour
forever, man. Forever, bro. They don't never.
And like artists like 112, who was not under contract no more with Bad Boy. They're performing on tour, getting money, all because they was once under contract. Now they wasn't getting money at first. But now they're free as independent artists. They can go around the world
I never thought of it. You just opened a new perspective. I never thought like survive the contract.
Survive the contract.
Never thought about it like
so
that.
So not just R. Kelly, but surviving the contract is the ultimate goal. So the ones that's signed to the label, they just got to keep their head strong and fight.
I just started.
No, it's not
survive the contract. Yeah. So what got you on that contract? Because I've never heard that, but it makes sense.
It's just you see an artist that like just leaves the label. Sits at home and says, I can't do anything. Nobody wants to sign me. But everybody knows you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody knows you. Like even with the Spice Ones, the Brother Lynch Hungs, they can honestly go tour.
Yeah.
Off the help they had from like Priority or whatever big label they was on at the time, they can still go get it right now.
So basically what you're saying is like obviously they didn't put you on tour, put you in certain placements. So like you're essentially saying like you could flip that visibility you have later.
Yeah, you may not get that 30,000 you was getting. You may be getting 15 now, but that whole 15 is you.
Yeah, and you could do more.
you was getting 30, paying out 15. So
yeah.
Now you just get the whole 15.
That's a good. I never thought about it. That's a good concept.
So you may not be getting that big bag, but you're getting constant bags. Yeah. Now you're able to go do all of those shows the labels didn't want to go send you to.
And shit, from a regular person standpoint, 15 shows.
You can do it all.
Keep it. It's pretty good.
Go take your 5,000 to go do a hosting gig or something, and so artists with them situations is really blessed if they think about it like that. I don't care who you are. You can go somewhere and stand on the corner and draw attention. So that's how I look at it like that. So just surviving the contract is a main key.
It's like a document. Surviving the contract.
Yeah.
Not
that's
just care, survive the contract.
They think that they can't go nowhere from that contract.
Why do you think they think like that? You think it's just limited belief or lazy?
Lazy. They're so used to somebody doing like everything
spoon feeding them.
Yeah, they don't want to do it for themselves.
A lot of stuff I read said a lot of times when you get signed with a label, you got to do more work.
Sometimes.
Like as far as the grind work and stuff.
They're not going to do it for you. Like if I just signed you to my label, don't nobody know who you is. You have to work. Yeah,
because in a nutshell, they just essentially like a bank with connections, right? They can't force you to work, though.
Yeah, I'm not finna give you a raise and you ain't did nothing. Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, though, because, like, me looking at it from another standpoint, if I had certain, like, resources and if I was managing an artist, I would like to believe you're working hard. I want you just sitting here while I'm just – so I can kind of see where –
Yeah, but some artists think, like, say, so for instance, if I was just let's say I signed an artist, put out a single with them, just put some money behind it. The artist it may be some money coming in, but it's not the money that I'm recouping. So the artist thinking like we're making money. No, we're not. And so the artist gets frustrated because they're not seeing no money. And you're not gonna see any money until I recoup. And once I recoup, then we can talk the numbers. That's
until then, you still in the negative.
That's right. If I pay for videos, I pay for the TuneCore, the DistroKid distributions, photo shoots.
Yeah.
You're not seeing nothing until I recoup. Yeah. Now, show money, yeah, you can see that. But as far as like anything streaming money, no, you're not seeing nothing until I recoup. And that's what the artists have to understand. Like, you can't say I want some money when you haven't put up no money.
Yeah. That's what they got to realize. Like, and I think if artists kind of got out their feelings sometimes and just look at it from a business standpoint, like if you put money into somebody, you want to make your money back. Yeah. So you kind of got to go in there with that mentality. I think if a lot of more artists went in with a mentality like that, their outcome probably even be a little bit better.
I think so. I really do think so. It's like you have to think like that. It's like you're doing nothing. Somebody else doing all the work. You just got to sit tight and wait. And I think as an artist, if you know that, you should go in and ask the company and say, you know what, I understand that. Is it possible I can get a write-up every 3 months?
I never thought about that.
Every 3 months. Now, as me being a label owner, I'm going to provide that to that artist every 3 months. You can see what's coming in those 3 months. You can see what I'm able to recoup or haven't recouped in those 3 months. So every 3 months, I think artists should get statements. They can see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. They can.
Where did you get all your information from? Is it just studying?
Studying, man. Studying and going through it. Like I remember being in this group. And And I remember like signing papers and didn't understand it. Like I remember like getting things in the mail to the studio. Wasn't my name on it, but it'd have like the artist's name. And it'd be like CD cases with like Congress of Library stickers on them. And I'm like, I don't even remember ever signing like no copyrights, no nothing. And so over the years, I just started just like asking these questions and asking questions. And
like the label itself or people around you? Or?
The label itself is like I'm seeing like cars, I'm seeing like just like houses and motorcycles and just studio facilities for us. And like, where is the money? Like every time we stepped on stage, like it'd be like clothes provided for us. They would give us like sponsorship when we go to certain malls and they'd have stuff for us. And like, that was cool, but I didn't see no money.
You said it was cool enough.
No, I didn't see no money, and so one day I just woke up and said, you know what, I'm done with it. And I walked away, and since then I've been doing me.
What, from the label itself, or
from the home base I was with, which was management. I walked away from management. And so pretty much I was running the label, me and my buddy, but management they was doing so.
All the management,
yeah, the money funders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the people that was funding that money, I had to walk away from because I wasn't seeing no money. Now, I can't say that they wasn't spending thousands of dollars on us. I seen that. I can't tell you the amount, but with having that every 3-month statement, as an artist, I can sit there and see.
Oh, so that was before you knew about the...
yeah, this is way before. This is when it was you had to get in the car and go city to city.
Oh.
and go to every neighborhood.
The grind.
You got to go to every neighborhood. You don't even know these people in the neighborhood, but you got to go and try to network with somebody. You get to meet other local rappers in other cities. So that's why I know, like now, the artists nowadays, they wouldn't survive.
Nah. Do you think by having that grind before like the internet was super popping as it was now, do you think by having that grind instilled in you, do you think it make it easier to navigate today or harder? Or like, how do you feel as far as that?
I think the game is real tricky right now.
It's
really
weird.
Tricky. But you can manipulate it. You can manipulate it. Now, I may get to dropping you some jewels, but you can manipulate it really, really well. Now, when I'm finna say, probably finna hurt a lot of my friends' feelings, but I'm gonna say it anyway because that's just what it is. For instance, just how tricky the game is. The game is so tricky is that I can make myself a #1 artist if I chose to, by paying for it.
Yeah. That's why, like, I don't even.
I can go pay to be a top 10 artist right now, and that's how tricky the game is.
That's good. Yeah.
And so, pretty much, with that being said, is that so. Let's say, for instance, right, I'm finna put out this single. Don't nobody know me. Okay, nobody knows me. I'm finna put out a single. So, with that being said, is that it's a numbers game. So, my single comes out. I may have me a $500 budget just to promote this single. That's all I got is $500, right? So, my $500 being in Las Vegas, this is my trick that I will go do if I want to go do it. I will take my $500. I will go get dollar bills, change it out. I will take those dollar bills. I will go on the strip and I will pass out my dollars. I will sit there, give them the dollar, and have them purchase my song.
Hey, that's kind of.
Have them purchase my song. Now, with that being said, is in Las Vegas, that nobody's really from here.
That's kind of.
My numbers. It may show 100 singles sold from Las Vegas, or 300 in Ohio, wherever these people was coming from around the world here in Las Vegas. So now, with that being said, is that I have took my $500. Who knows where I got it from, right? I got $500. I just gave it all out. Now, with that $500, it's gonna come all back.
Yeah.
Some percent is gonna be taken out. That's for your distribution. That's gonna take their little change out. You may want to pay your taxes or whatever you want to do. But you have now just did something that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
You have now just laundered $500 of your money into your career, which boosts up your numbers, which said you have sold 500 singles in one day. That's singles.
Yeah.
Now, you are artist, right? And you want to just show numbers. That's when you involve merch. Take those shirts. Go if the shirts is $10. Now instead of passing out them $1, you're passing out $10. You're passing out $5 hats. You're passing out you're laundering money.
Yeah, and that's good too because they get the every time they see that hat and that shirt, they're still remembering you too. So it's like that's hey man,
you have officially laundered money.
That's what the game be doing anyway.
No. Rest in peace to Nip though, but that's kind of something I picked up on him. I don't think he ever said it out of his mouth, but it's just something I kind of picked up. Like I seen a dude put together a mixtape and said I'm gonna sell it for $100.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm gonna give me 1,000 of them and sell 1,000 copies for $100. He has just officially laundered $100,000 in money.
Yeah.
So that's the trick of the game, man. And the numbers goes up. And so like a lot of artists does that. That's how you get people like the Baby and say, I'm gonna be number one this week. I pay for it.
And they be knowing they're gonna be number one. I be wondering too. I used to wonder like how the hell you just come out of nowhere and just
I pay for it. But you know, some people's on labels. Labels got that push you button too. That puts you on the front of the page, that puts you on those interviews. So it's things like that. But these artists nowadays is laundering money through the trickery of social media.
Yeah. It's sad to say, but when you plan on that I do think that's I don't know if I can say if it's a curse. I can't say if it's a pro or a con, but I guess when you're working with the majors too, you got to get more into the trickery game a little bit.
Social media has helped and it has really killed music. Like I say, just from getting in that car.
It killed the quality part.
Yeah, getting in that car driving and having to meet people on the street and convince them to buy something from you. It was just something, a total different energy. So now you can just sit at home all day and just type the same message, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste.
Yeah, it's the internet. Okay, what I like about the internet, it made it, if you know how to use it well, it's easier to get out there. But what I don't, like you said, it kind of killed that organic grind, that organic feel, like going out there meeting people. Now everyone can jump in and just do it. So now it's just the quality seems to be watered down. People don't really.
MySpace helped. MySpace was that engine
that set
for independent artists to get people in the next city over to listen to you. Once they seen that they was taking MySpace and making money off of it, they switched up the whole algorithm. They switched it up to the point where they buried MySpace. And you see what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They forced the Apple Music on you, the Spotify is on you. And I seen that coming years ago. And I was trying to encourage more people of going into building your own website. Build your website, put your music there, force them to go to your website. Don't matter. And so what they did was like, no, force them over to Apple Music, force them over to Spotify, when it should have been all about you as the artist and you as your fans. Send them to your website.
Artists don't think like that. Like I tell a lot of people, like, try to collect them for you. Like I don't know, they don't really think like that.
It's kind of hard now. Like back in the day, to get somebody's email was like, you get it, you send it, you know they're gonna read it.
Yeah.
Now everything looks like spam.
Yeah, everything
everything looks like spam.
It's just noisy. Everything's crowded and
my
oversaturated.
My buddy can send me an email, I'd be like, I don't see it. Like I gotta go look or something. Start typing in the subject or something. Like everything looks like spam.
Yeah, everything do like spam.
So social media is pretty much is creating a damper in the game, but it's also creating a wider audience to a certain degree.
To a certain degree, they want you to pay for it now because they drop the, like you said, the algorithm change. Like I noticed like my reach on Instagram and YouTube dropped crazy
because they have to control it for their sponsors, their campaign. Like YouTube, for like all the YouTubers that started out when they first started. That the ones who was actually getting like millions of views, they couldn't even monetize when the change occurred.
Oh man!
So all the ones who was getting the thousands and thousands of views before you can buy a view, it don't count anymore, and so that kind of hurt the damper too. Like it's just all kind of crazy right now, like with the whole thing. But I want to see artists get out there, improve, and show me why I should support you.
Yeah. A lot of them just want to sit back and.
I don't care that you black, just like me. You got the same color. I shouldn't have to support you because you're the same color. Show me something.
A lot of them just want you to just, like. I think artists, I even tell myself this. We have to learn how to also judge. Look from the other end. Sometimes I think because we know our vision and we feel it. We sometimes we forget, like, that don't mean. If you're not, that don't mean everybody else feel or see your vision. So a lot of times like you said, why should I support you? I don't know. Now maybe you do have some stuff that I can, but you're not showing me this right now. So why should I? So I don't know. I think sometimes we just be too emotionally attached that we forget like.
Yeah, they do. Like you can't get mad if like you like from like Louisiana and you talk a certain way and you go to like Chicago and it's hard for them to embrace it off the top.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, it's hard to embrace it off the top, and so like, but once we embrace it, we embrace it. So it's like you have to show and prove. Like, hey, I'm from here, you from Louisiana. I don't even speak like you speak. But once that artist starts showing improvement, that hey, I'm just like you. I just may sound a little different. But like stories. That artist has proven to you.
Yeah, like when I went down south, I talked a lot different from all them. They said we talk proper.
Yeah,
proper. They say we talk proper.
Yeah, while you was drinking pop, drinking
soda pop. Yeah, they say we talk proper. So I know I was effed up because I damn that talk proper in the hood standards in Chicago. So
and then you come out to Las Vegas, they say, "Oh, you sound country, man." I'm just like, I don't get it. But,
whatever.
Yeah,
like, whatever.
Because I'm from Indiana, so I understand that same thing as being proper. But you have to go and show and prove as an artist. And that's what I like to say. I like to go see live shows. I love seeing local acts perform. Because it's just something to see. Like, you get to see them working on it. You get to see them something that's established it already. And something that's just like, what the hell are you doing?
Some on the cusp. Like, oh, you almost...
Yeah, just because it's cool. Like, I think that's what happened with, like, dreads or something. It became cool, and now everybody got it.
That's why I like rap kind of watered down, too, because that's another thing, too. Like you said, why should I support you? I don't know what you stand for, because, honestly, everybody do music. So I don't know what's going to separate you from someone that's doing this for the short term, trying to get a quick buck, or somebody that, you trying to make money, but this is a real passion. So a lot of times, like what, you know what I mean? What you stand for? Why should I support you?
Yeah, why should I support you? And so that's the huge thing with me right now is like I'm looking for like a lot of talent out here in the city because there's so much.
Yeah, Vegas got a lot of.
It's so much talent in the city. I'm amazed with it, and it's like it's not like Vegas doesn't like create the music funnel. They just bring it in.
I asked a lot of people that's here from why don't you think, since you've been here for 14, I'm new here, I've only been here like for a little over a year, why don't you think like, you know, the industry pay attention to Vegas when it comes to like rap music?
I think Vegas is I think Vegas is a money market for labels. They send their artists here to get residencies. They send them here to get quick bags. It's quick fans.
Well, not as far as like the mainstream, as far as like the up and coming artists. Why don't you think like any labels looking at like the local talent? As far as it don't seem as if, I mean,
I don't understand.
I only know Dizzy Wright as far as rappers that's gotten to a decent level.
I think you have to leave to go get that too. So it's like Vegas is just something really tricky, man. It's really tricky. I just really look at it as like.
Oh, that was that?
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody calling in. But that's why I kept looking like somebody calling in.
Yeah, I'm just really looking at it just a little different out here with Vegas, how Vegas operates. So it's like being in Vegas is that tourists comes here a lot. I don't think tourists are going to come to Las Vegas and pay to go see Lil Kenny. Lil Kenny.
Damn, Lil Kenny.
They not going to come here from their trip.
All right, you're not going to help out Lil Kenny, bro.
They just left Virginia to come to Las Vegas to party. They're not coming to see Lil Kenny.
Lil Kenny. Oh, no.
They're not going to come to see Lil Kenny. But let's just say
ain't just going to see no Lil Kenny.
But Miley Cyrus performing. They have seen her on the TV.
Yeah. Now, of course, they're gonna.
So we're going to Las Vegas. We're going to see Miley.
Yeah. Now, of course, they're gonna see them because,
the attention for Vegas tourists is dedicated to.
Oh, okay.
The countries.
So the fact that the tourists was putting a large amount of the money, Vegas or whatever is going to do whatever it takes to appeal to them.
Yeah, that's on a big platform. Now, as far as the small platform, is that the city does not care for hip hop.
Yeah, I think you think it's the demographic too.
It's what comes behind it. I'd have been to the white hip hop shows, and I have seen Police do the same thing. So it doesn't matter. It's just hip hop. It's something with this. They think it comes along with shootings.
Oh,
with
okay.
Fights,
Yeah.
Or our club or our
They was
bar.
doing that in Chicago a lot too.
Yeah.
Especially when that Cheat Key stuff came out, bro. Like it was hard to get.
In my day, it was that when 3-6 Mafia come on to the club.
Oh, that was the.
we was tearing the club up. Like literally tearing it up. Where it's chairs, walls punched in, people dying. So it's like that will come along.
Oh, so they scared of the lifestyle that they think is gonna come along with it.
I don't blame them though.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
It does.
I never
bring
thought
some
about that.
type of energy, like to the window, to the wall. So it's like that type of music with alcohol.
Yeah.
With I just was arguing with this dude on Facebook. Now I see him at the club. And the song gone. I gotta go address it. So it's like Vegas does not breathe that part.
I think somebody calling. That scared me. Yo, Hot 702.5. Who's calling? Hello? Hold on. Let me see. Hello? Sounds like somebody's calling. I can't hear it. Yo, hello?
That's probably was one of the labels calling.
Yeah, probably. Hey, yo, call back if somebody called on this or no. Call back. I'm a little new, so I don't know how to use this. But this is probably one of the labels calling.
Yeah, they mad. You telling us how I be laundering money. They don't like that. That's a secret, man. Like that's one of the secrets that don't nobody ever talk about, and I'm just gonna expose it.
Yeah, expose them. They probably gonna flag my stuff when I post it. But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, like the aura that I guess hip hop brings. So a lot of them, I think for like what you doing could potentially like if we get more people like you said you go out to see local talents. Like, are you gonna get into like throwing your own events or stuff or?
Yeah, I was doing it for a minute. I was doing like a Wednesday event.
Yeah.
For about a year or two at the Mayan Club a couple years ago, while I was doing stuff like EyeAmCamino concerts. I was doing band nights. It was just different themes of it. And so my goal pretty much is try to somehow, some way, get us a Motown.
Hello?
Here in the city.
Why isn't this working? Hold on. Forgive me. Yo, can you hear me? Oh, I thought somebody said yes. Damn, bro.
Or put them on speakerphone and mute your mic.
Yeah, let me do that. Hello? Hello? Hello, you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Don't judge me. I don't know how to.
What's up? Who this?
This Baby D.
What's up, Baby D?
What's going on, man?
Merry Christmas.
I just hit Lefty. I was like, yo, is this Camino?
I saw somebody put that on the.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
I see you out here, man, dropping gems on him, man. Just keep doing it, man. Keep grinding.
Hey, man, look, that laundering money, man, is the biggest trick, man. That ain't nobody been talking about, and it's been going on like that since CDs.
That's what caught my ears.
Hey, hold on, real quick. I'm finna fix this phone thing real quick. Don't judge me. Hold on.
But yeah, that's how you do it, man. If you ever wondered how they doing it, that's how they doing it. From
hello?
Your hats to your merch.
Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, hello?
Oh, okay. My bad, yeah. My bad out there. I'm a little new on this. But yeah, we can hear you now. Introduce yourself again, just in case we don't hear it on the thing.
You said do what now?
Introduce yourself again, just in case we don't hear it on the...
This is Young Proper, also known as Baby D by Camino.
Now, what y'all was talking about?
We was just talking about the money laundering thing like that, of that nature. Getting that.
Yeah, man, that's a big gem right there. And what's crazy is like I was just thinking about that like a month ago when I just dropped my single and stuff. I was like, dang, it's only $1. Hey, I don't got $1 to just give somebody that I need.
When you did drop your single, did you submit that to the broadcast data system?
No, I didn't. You said broadcast data system?
Yeah, which is BDS, which is also how artists can get calculated up for Billboard. So a lot of times artists is putting these on platforms like your DistroKid and your TuneCore, just putting it out there. They're getting spins, they're getting monetization money, but they're not getting calculated up for Billboard.
Yeah, that's how I did it. I did it through DistroKid. So it's on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Napster, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you got to sign up with BDS.
BDS?
Yep,
Okay.
BDS.
I'm going to copy that down,
You can go online, go straight to BDS, Nestle SoundScan, and register your song there. And you also got like admin companies like Sound Exchange, Song Trust, that goes out there and go collect that hidden money for you on top of your ASCAP or your BMI. So you want to have as many admin companies as possible going out. You want the admin companies fighting each other to go get that money.
Okay.
So if Sound Exchange got it for Song Trust, the Song Trust is mad. They want to go how to get it the next time. ASCAP might be a little mad. So it's like you want to go get as many admin companies as possible to go get your money.
Okay. Because like somebody was telling me like it don't make sense to do ASCAP and BMI, and I was like, why not? Like,
I don't even know if you can do both. I always was taught that when I was growing up, it was like a lot of my producer friends was using BMI, a lot of my writer friends was using ASCAP, but it's either or now. Because I know when I go in and log in, let's say if I do a song with somebody and they're under BMI, if I'm logging in my ASCAP, it gives you an option for that person name and their BMI is attached to it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. Like, cause when I started typing my own name, like I started seeing a bunch of other names pop up, and I was like, man, who are these people? Like, how they got them in the Dropbox?
Yeah. So like, the Dropbox will tell you if they actually register writers and stuff like that. So that's what's making it easier now. Because at first with TuneCore just TuneCore in general, it wasn't no option to be putting like other artists on the song.
It wasn't.
Nah, if you go look at like a lot of the old, like I was just listening to Missy on Apple Music. I didn't see one feature name on her album.
Oh, okay.
And so it's up to you now to go pretty much do that. So like if you got a song with a homeboy, you have to put that information in, and your homeboy has to go do the same thing. He can't get mad at you because he didn't go do his own paperwork.
Oh, so he gotta do it
because he not registered.
Oh, okay.
Now with that being said, is that let's say you go do all your stuff in ASCAP, and then it's time for them to go over to their ASCAP and do their information. It's gonna be a message that say accept everything you just did for them. So you actually just cut out a lot of the work for them. So if they can't go do that, they're super lazy. So yeah, it's up for you and the other person to go take care of your personal business if y'all independent. I think if you're independent, that's what you do.
Okay.
ASCAP is huge, but I recommend copyrighting something before you do ASCAP. On top of ASCAP, you can also submit your stage performance to calculate up royalties.
Okay.
So let's say you going to Suzanne's Bar and Grill and you performing 3 songs that day. You would want to go on ASCAP and log in those songs you performing, the date, things of that nature. And their job as ASCAP to go get that money is to back in Susie's Bar and Grill for that money.
Okay.
So any place with the jukebox, any place, business that's playing music in it, 9 out of 10 they're licensed.
Yeah, those licenses, yeah.
So if they're licensed in music and you performing in those places and you are an ASCAP artist, you have to get paid.
Oh, okay.
So it don't matter if the promoter paid you. It don't matter if the promoter paid you. By right, you the artist, you got to go to your ASCAP and let them know you performing these songs that you already registered, and that's how you get a royalty back.
Okay.
So that's
been
going on for a long time. That a lot of artists don't even go do that. Like I'm like, you got a show today. I'm like, yeah, did you go log it in? They like, what? Log what? I'm like, well, you getting paid for the show? No, I'm just going for, well, no. I mean, you got to get paid something.
Yeah, scrape up every little penny you can get.
Pennies add up, man.
Yeah.
Pennies add up, and that's a plus.
Hey, what's your Instagram, bro? Like, shout your Instagram out, bro. Or what social media you use?
It's at Real Young Proper. So RealYungPropa.
Okay.
On Instagram, and then on Facebook, it's the same thing, Young Proper.
Yeah,
YUNGPROPA.
All right, I see you on the live thing right here. I see you on it, so I definitely follow you when I get a chance to, bro.
That's love, man.
Most deaf. Much love to you, Camino. I see you soon.
Appreciate it.
Keep on grinding.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, it's a good show, man. Hey, man, you should be a rap mentor, man.
I'm sure trying, man. Like I said, the goal is to have a Motown here. If I can get other people with studios, with artists, and we just team up somehow, man, and try to get us a Motown here. Where because obviously the strip that's dedicated to their theme is not for us. We need our own funnel, our own outlets, our own showcases for us.
I feel like it's so possible here in Vegas, man. It's so possible. Man.
It is, but we need more locals involved.
Yeah. How, in your opinion, are the locals supportive of each other? In your opinion, or
locals is really supportive when they feel like there's no drama attached to it.
Well, that's fair.
Because we just did an event on the 21st, which was just music, drinks, DJ, and it was a beautiful turnout. Beautiful, like no drama, no nothing. So people really took a hold to that.
I think it's I know there's one guy that was on one of my shows. He throw little shows, good events. What I'm starting to realize is it seems to me that the show, it's heavily gonna probably be, the energy gonna be based off the person, it seems. Because I'm pretty sure, like, you know certain people, so I'm assuming you know what I mean?
And that's something I kind of hate too out here in Vegas is that you can know somebody, and because you know that person, it can throw off a lot of things.
Oh, I can.
It can throw off a lot of things. I have lost a lot of just networking friends because of that nature.
Oh, okay.
So it's like when you attach to certain, because Vegas is, everybody's not from here. So you're gonna end up networking it or being close to somebody that's not from here, not knowing what they was doing before you got here.
Oh, okay.
And that sometimes can loophole you in a situation. But I think if we just stick together, built us pretty much the whole scene we need, it can work. And I'm confident it can work. And if I didn't feel like that way, I wouldn't even be here in Vegas no more.
Yeah, I definitely I definitely believe it, man. Like I kind of felt that vibe kind of quick when I kind of first got here. So, man, how long before
I forget to shout out to Blue Fox Media. That's my partner, Prince Tennant over there. He's doing videos.
What's it called?
Blue Fox Media.
Blue Fox Media?
Blue Fox Media Group. He's over at the We Shine Studios facility. He's the one in charge for videos, graphics. We got Vegas Made Promotions that does hostings, things of that nature. In Studio Room B over there. Shout out to Vegas Made Productions or Promotions. Jovan Jackson over there. He's over there at the We Shine Studios with me. Also, huge shout out to Jay. What we got coming, because a lot of people know me from pretty much anchoring Rap Snacks. So like the last year, you probably have seen Rap Snacks more than ever.
Yeah, they came back. I used to see them like years ago.
So it went away, came back, and it's right back to his old tricks from back in the day now. And so with that being said, is that to a lot of people that didn't know, is that me and my whole team is walking away from Rap Snacks. We're walking away for the good, though. What we finna do is we finna come and bring back the old Vegas chips.
I don't know.
It's some chips called Vegas chips. It's locally grown. One of the number one chips, locally grown. Is also I want to say ranked higher than like the shebang chips.
Oh, okay.
Things of that nature. The voodoo chips.
I'm about to taste these chips.
And so a lot of people know shebangs from being in jail. So if they was in jail and was eating those chips, they know exactly what it was. So what we finna do is that October 26th, we finna bring back the Vegas chips in the city. You can find them all over. We Shine Studios, we'll have them. Huge shout out to our official genius for the rolling papers.
Yeah, shout out as much as you want, man. We almost.
But yeah, look out for those Vegas chips that's coming October 26th. That's something huge that I'm proud of.
Yeah.
And also working on that toy drive.
For
December 14th. So if you need like a drop box at your location, we'll come bring it. We'll come pick it up.
How do they get in contact with you with that?
At We Shine Studios on Facebook or on Instagram, you can reach me and ask about the drop box for the toys.
Okay.
So the goal is to bring a tree, bring snow to Las Vegas of that nature, and we partnered up with some sisters called Sisters That Paint, and they do a lot of the hip hop paintings that's in the studio at We Shine.
Okay.
And so huge shout out to Sisters That Paint. They've been helping us out a lot. Very, very talented women and very nice work.
Right.
So I'm about to get you one of these pictures, man. When you're over here working in the station, you need you a picture over here, man.
Yeah. So tell them where to find you one more time, man. We're finna wrap it up, man.
Find me at Instagram or Facebook or YouTube at EyeAmCamino. That's EyeAmCamino. EyeAmCamino.
Yeah. You already know where to find me. Eric Stackz. ERIC_STACKZ. Let's get it. Also, follow Hot 702.5, one of the hottest radio shows out. You feel me? Good show, man. Glad to have you, man. I think my fans really gonna like this one. I think this is a really good one.
I appreciate it. I was sitting here doing something. I deleted my whole thing. But I got a scattered conversation. But we can do this again.
All right, man. Yeah, we'll talk more personally after this. In the live.
Don't go out laundering money, either, kids.